Kirsten Winter, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I was a preschool teacher for over 20 years, from infants all the way through preschool age, so I had a lot of hands-on learning about human development from the ground on up. Then I received my bachelor's degree in human development and my master's in marriage and family therapy. That led to a giant career for a very long time, working with young children, teens, and families in many different settings. I now primarily work with adults and teens, but that doesn't mean I don't have the tools still in my tool belt, and I'd love to share them with you. So we've had a question about how to help our kids, especially the kids that have ADHD. This is a tough time for all of us, no matter if your child has been diagnosed or not diagnosed with anything. So having some of the tools to work and have a success in homeschooling is what I'm here to help you get. So the first thing is we need to first address their emotional state. It is a scary time right now, and that we just need to validate. We need to sit down with our kids and ask them, how are you doing? And I know most of the answer is going to be fine, but taking a walk with them one-on-one time, really opening up where they don't have to sit there and look at you face to face, and but being parallel oftentimes helps teens open up and getting an understanding of what the challenges they are, what's missing in their life. You can't fix these things. Don't pretend you can. Just validate, understand, and just try to reassure that you will soon be back at school. It might be next year, but you will be. And during the summertime, you'll get to have your friends over and all of that. That's what the hope is. Now, as far as what do you do in your new classroom? So it's about providing different tools for them. These tools start with structure. So sitting down with them, assessing with them, what are their hardest subjects? So that's the time you would plug in the hardest subject into their best performance time of the day. Their easiest ones, the ones that get the most gratification, that might be at the end of the day, kind of as a reward. What happens if they say, I don't want to do it and I'm not going to do it and it doesn't matter? Well, we have to look at that. What's going on? So many times people who have ADHD have poor self-esteem. They struggle. They struggle knowing how to do things. Not only that is, why am I not getting it? Why does everybody else understand it? Why can they finish everything? Why is it taking me so long? Why can't I remember? I just must be stupid. They're not stupid. Their brain is just wired differently. So hopefully with some of these tools I'm going to suggest, that's going to help set them up for more success. And you just need to validate again what that must be like to feel like everybody else is getting it and they're not. Reassuring them we'll find different ways to get the information to stick. So the first thing I suggest is really getting your environment structured. Setting up a schedule, making sure the kids get up in the day, in the morning, and have a routine. Have breakfast, get out of your pajamas, get dressed. Make sure that there's something they can do in the morning to engage their brain. Because typically when they go to school, they've been up for over an hour before they start school. So now we have to go and realize that we all need to have time in the morning to get our brains engaged. We cannot have them roll out of bed and go straight onto a computer. So is that a morning meditation? Is it a morning walk, a bike ride, just spending outside eating breakfast? Doing something that can actually help activate their brain. I can also help recommend later on some different websites to go on to. We'll have that on my YouTube video. So websites to different meditations and activities that you can do with your kids to really get their brain moving and engaged. So another thing that you need to do is now set up a space that's going to be conducive to their learning. So some kids do really well with having music in the background. Play around with it. Experiment with your child. I know my daughter did great and she found it all on her own listening to instrumental piano music when she was studying. It was something I would do and she picked up on it and it really helped her. So that's another environmental change that you can do. Also changing where it is. Maybe having some of the classes outside if you have an outside patio. having it in the kitchen, having it where they can stand up. Remember, kids need to move. So if your kid needs to get up every 5 minutes, every 15 minutes to stretch, allow them to do it and figure out, watch them, see what they're doing. How are they getting their brain to get engaged? That's what this is all about. And giving them your patience is going to be the key, and not getting upset and frustrated and agitated, because then you're going to get their brains frustrated and agitated, and all learning is going to stop. So some of the other tools you can use is using a weighted blanket, or even those hot packs that you can get that you can put over your shoulders, across your lap. Sometimes essential oils really work. I love lavender. Lavender on the soles of the feet really grounds you. Also, putting it on your solar plexus really helps you shield all this negative energy that we have right now in our world. Putting citrus blends in a diffuser actually lifts the brain. It really helps you to be more alert and engaged. Having different opportunities to have snacks, crunchy snacks, healthy snacks. So it can be celery sticks or carrot sticks, chewing gum. They can't do it in school, but they can do it at home, and that also can help them stay focused longer. Having things written down in structure, giving them an opportunity to check things off, cross things off their checkoff list. Doing movement throughout the day, getting out, doing things where they're going from standing position, bending over and coming back up. That's really going to get their brain engaged as well. So I think these are some of the ideas that you can take into practice today. There's also other tools you can use. You can use a scarf around the bottom of the feet of the chair they're sitting in, and they can push their feet up against it. That also can help. Using a yoga ball to sit on and bounce around, or a swivel chair. All of these different tools might look like distractions, but they really can help, especially for the overactive child. Making sure that there is downtime. Make sure that there's activation time, getting out, going for walks, going for a bike ride, spending one-on-one with your kid, just listening. Those are all tools that are going to be to help them feel more successful and heard and seen. This is a time that's challenging for all of us in this world, but what it is, it's also a time to really connect with your kid and let them know you love them. And when you get frustrated, give yourself a time out. That is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Positive parenting is very important. Creating reward systems, small ones. Giving them more time on social media or social connections at the end of the day. If they get A, B, and C done, those are another great way to extend and get them empowered to want to finish things. So I look forward to tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll look at anxiety and how that is really affecting all of us, including our kids, and how that affects learning. I'm also going to be creating a YouTube channel where you can go to and get more information on more tools like I just suggested, and also the brain science behind it all. So please have a good day, stay safe, stay healthy, isolate, and be kind to one another. All right, thank you.